On this channel, $1 Million Made Easy, we like to show people how easy it is to get to $1 million if they have the time. I recently saw a headline, and less than $12 a day, you could be a millionaire at retirement. When you break it down that way, it makes so much sense. $12 a day. In fact, we ran the numbers for $350 a month in the worst case scenario last 100 years for a 35-year period. Again, we're talking about long term here, but less than $12 a day, $350 a month would mean you'd have at least $1 million. And oftentimes I brush right over this. There's so much to show on these spreadsheets that I can't point out everything out and keep the spreadsheets at a reasonable length. But I want you to notice this 1,015,000. That is the absolute lowest in the last 35 years. And I want you to notice something. The year before this amount came true, it was more than that because then this return knocked it down to 1,015,000. But the year after 1,015,000, it would have been higher than this. Let me show you what I mean. This is actually the year 1988, 1,015,000 after 35 years. The year before, it was at 1.235. It dipped down 18%, so it was down to 1,015,000. But look, the very next year, which was last year, it came back to 1.286. So I'm probably really not being totally transparent on these numbers. When you look at the absolute low, the year before and the year after this number, they were actually higher. What does that mean? That means if you would have gotten out, if you would have retired this year, you would add 1.235, which really changes the amount that you could take out in retirement. And the year after, you're right back up to 1.286. And that happens inevitably because if you look at this range, like after the 70, 73, 74, your lowest amount would be right there. But the very next year, it came back 37%. Even in the Depression years, right here, it came back 53%. So these numbers that we're looking at, I'm hoping this makes sense to you. These are the absolute minimums. And a year on either side of that, you would have been considerably better off. So there's so many things I'd like to point on these spreadsheets, but just don't have time because I want to keep it relatively short. So consider subscribing. Keep watching these videos. You'll see the little tidbits that can really help you in a financial planning, whether it be in the accumulation stage or in the withdrawal stage. There's so many things I could point out. But consider subscribing. Tell your friends about these numbers. Let's keep the channel going. Please like, please share, please click on that bell icon so you can be alerted whenever new ones come out, and check them out. I try to keep them short so you can learn little tidbits along the way because there's so much to learn in each of these spreadsheets. Thanks for watching.